hours ago, CNN reported that the Supreme Court rejected a bid from Texas Attorney General supported by Donald Trump to block the ballots of millions of voters in the battleground state that went in favor of President Joe Biden, president-elect. Well, CNN released this statement via its verified Twitter account, although full details has not been released, but this update has got so many reactions on Twitter. According to what CNN tweeted, saying that Justin, the Supreme Court dismisses Texas and President Trump's efforts to overturn the election results and block the ballots of millions of voters in battleground states that went in favor of President-elect Joe Biden. I really hope this doesn't become the new standard every time Republicans lose. Well, this standard has been set by the Dems, claiming rigged 2016 and trying to legitimize the presidency for the last 4 years. So I don't see why it will change. They are now gonna say that SCOTUS is rigged. They are going to say Amy Coney Barrett is a part of the swamp. Imagine the outrage if it was guns being taken away instead of our votes. This is seditious attempt to steal the most precious of our rights. May the sword of American justice be swift. I thought about this too. If there's anything for which state should be able to sue another for how it governs itself, it will have to gun laws. But yeah, Republicans will be apoplectic over the mere mention of such a suit. Okay, he's using all these cases to get money from his suit. This is all about money. Every loss Trump gains in court is a hammer hitting the nail, closing the lead to his first will to seal the election from Biden. His actions sum up his character as a man in a world that has laws and rules that he isn't accustomed to living with. Loser. Because Texas doesn't have the right to tell other states how to run their elections. This was obvious from the beginning. Now we wait for the Ken Paxton pardon. Well, CNN has been a satanist group. Nobody in the world is paying attention to their cooking lies everywhere. CNN are origin of fake news each day, each years. Well, are you normal at all? Wake up, bro. Yes, CNN is really fake. You are sick, you better borrow yourself some brain. Now lie, CNN is saying what is up. Where is FFK? Please say something to boost our morale. Okay, is he Femi Falano? Abi Femi Fanikaude that would not boost your morale. What is he going to say? He's entitled to his opinion. Everyone is entitled to what they want to say. And I just believe that this person is just being sarcastic. Is trying to be petty about it. Someone who is not eligible voter in USA. Don't mind them. FFK in some Egyptian skirts, of course. FFK is a toothless bulldog. President Donald Trump won this election. We all know it. But Joe Biden has used untraceable means in rigging it to his favor, with all the forces of darkness working against Trump. China, all the Arab world, and even the media are all agents of darkness working against Trump. But in the end, we will see what will happen, believe it or not. Knowing is no hard evidence. Untraceable in America's system, it means it doesn't exist. They will not be able to trace it. What kind of power is that? And I'm even surprised that an incumbent president will be taking on our ways. I don't know. Is your Trump also not an agent of darkness? Check how many people the devil connived with him to kill. But how can Sleepy Joe rig out Trump, who is awake 24 hours? It's a big question. The Sleepy Joe, Trump that is up and doing, that is everywhere. Sleepy Joe. Hey, it's ridiculous. I don't understand. Trump is sent a bad image about America to the world over his continuous claims of vote rigging. Is America a saint country before? For them to accommodate Illuminati and homosexual law is enough bad reputation for them. No good example. US is just a banana republic like most African countries. Fake news, CNN, it's as clear as white. You can't say any good thing about Trump, but can't stop the shock coming soon. No shock at all. Biden shall be president come January 21st. Stop deluding yourself. This is absolute delusion. We shouldn't be discussing this to start with, but anything can happen in the theater of absurdity directed by Donald Trump that the US has become. How does a state tell other independent states how to run their affairs? Can Lagos sue Kano, Abia, Bayelsa, and Plateau on how to conduct their local government elections? Stranger than fiction is that the cause of the nonsensical lawsuit is funded by the gullible, fanatical, poor masses behind Trump. The rich will continue to feed fat on the poor. FFK, do you have another thing to say? You think other people are not wise, but you alone. Like I said, everyone is entitled to his opinion. Your opinion doesn't make it right. It might be wrong and it might be right. So if that is what he believes, fine. If what you believe is what you believe, it's fine. Nobody's going to be forcing anybody you have to believe in unless you are ready to believe what others are saying. Uganda is watching. Okay, I hate CNN. They have no sense. Really? They have no sense? Is it the CNN? Yes, you only love them when they show pictures of the #EndSARS protest. How do you even know whether this one even believes in EndSARS? No election, no rigging. All elections are rigged. None has ever been 100% free and fair. Biden has won. Why he wants to kill yourself? Is the American president a family affair? Trump is an aberration. He shouldn't have been president in the first place, let alone seeking a second term. He represents abnormality, impunity, unorthodoxy, and things that are negative. If it is Nigeria, CNN is right, but if it is America, CNN is wrong. What's a people? You can't eat your cake and have it. There's another thing people don't understand. For the fact that somebody is right in one thing, it doesn't mean that you have to be supporting the person. I don't know the way people reason. And that's why some people, they stick to some particular people or some particular party. Whether the party is doing wrong thing, they will be there. They will say everything is correct. No. The real people you know is when things are happening, when somebody does something that is right, you commend the person. But if the person does something otherwise that is negative, that doesn't mean because you have supported the person, should you continue like that. I don't know the way people reason. And that is this kind of loyalty that does not even favor anyone. And that's why you see that in Nigeria, most of these politicians, they get away with it because they just believe that they have their followers. Whatever they say, they will people will still believe them. People will not be able to say, oh, I love you. But this one that you have done, you just have to retrace your steps because it will not favor you at the end of the day. But on this one, I disagree with you. But that does not remove the fact that I support you. But on this one that you have done, you are not right. But anybody, some people, anywhere belle face, they will just continue to support. Whether good or bad, they will support. So that's the issue of a CNN, whatever. So they will continue to do what they need to do, but at the end of the day, the end will justify the means. If they are selling lies, you will know at the end of the day. But when things begin to linger for a very long time and there is no other way to counter it, so what are we talking about? So guys, that is just the latest we are hearing. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.